Before we even get started, please go ahead and like and subscribe. Get that out of the way. And I'll see you in 1 second. Good morning, YouTube. Hello, my friends, subscribers, and those just interested in crazy shit. I'm RJ, and this is my channel, Crazy News Reacts, where I react and give you my insight and knowledge into crazy ass things, most insane but true news stories. I'll break them down. Here we go.
Deputies with the Harris County Sheriff's Office tried to stop a man riding a motorcycle for speeding. Instead of stopping, the motorcycle decided to take off and lead the deputies on a 1.5 mile chase. After experiencing mechanical issues with the bike, the rider decided that his best method of escape was to literally jump off a bridge into traffic.
Okay, so a little history here. This guy just recently bought this bike. He's been seen riding it around crazy in town. Finally, an officer gets behind him and chases him for quite some time, but the bike breaks down. What do you think happens when a deputy approaches the motorcycle? I promise you, this is nothing like you've ever seen before. Another freaking idiot, guys.
Down on the ground! Got one on gunpoint. Down on the ground! Hey! Hey! Get down on the ground right now! Get off the bike! Off the bike! Get off the bike!
Now, there's something to be said also for the way officers pull over speeding vehicles. So this guy's on a bike. Okay, he's speeding. He might be reckless. They try to pull him over. But I think at gunpoint, a lot of people might jump off that bridge.
8834, he just jumped on the bridge. He fell on the feeder. He jumped from the bridge. He's going to be down there. Go ahead and start rolling EMS. He's unconscious.
This officer could be a caring, good individual. Maybe the speeding of the motorcycle made him think, of course, who knows what this guy has, right? So you want to approach him armed, obviously, and you want to put him in cuffs just to make sure everyone is safe. And you could tell right there by the officer screaming and cursing, fuck, that it really bothered him. And that is a very rare thing to see.
Not responding. 8834, I'm out on it. He's not responding.
It wasn't a huge drop. 60 feet, 70 feet maybe. Could have gotten down uninjured if he didn't fall on his neck and head. And that's what's really scary here. When you think about it, it is unbelievable that somebody would jump off a bridge like this just to get away from a police officer, to put your life in chance. Where was he going to go? What if he got hit by a car that was going on underneath? It would have been a whole new situation. Let's continue.
He's breathing that he has to do. He landed right on his neck. Got him college. Just off the way. I hear you coming. I'm not here to your left. He's breathing.
The guy was facing probably a minimal charge. He was probably going to be arrested, but not for anything that is worth losing your life. Look at him there, laying there. Someone holding his head. He is completely unconscious. However, you know what we don't see here? We don't see blood. And that might be what saved this guy.
Wait, okay. You got him? No, he's disoriented. Come on, come on. I had 10 seconds to get to the signal. It's kind of moving around.
So a lot of you might not know what that officer is doing right now with the suspect on the ground. You see he has something in his hand. That is an identifier. They simply get the suspect's fingerprints by pressing it onto that device, and it instantly tells them who the suspect is. Pretty cool little device. And one thing criminals don't ever want to see, I can tell you that.
Maybe it's just me, but I wouldn't be able to remember what happened if not for the officer writing "jump off." I mean, really, that's about all you need. While he does that, let's talk about our mysterious motorcycle bridge jumper. First of all, he is not a young kid. He is a 39-year-old career criminal named Umair Huda, and he has been charged with 31 different crimes, including felony theft, evading arrest, possession of a controlled substance, and a litany of other charges.
What does this have to do with anything? This is commentary by the owner of the channel that I borrowed this from. Look, we don't need sarcasm here. This is someone who could have lost their life, and opinions about a person's background, they mean nothing. I have a background, but I'm a great guy now, so you never know how somebody can change their life. Oh, I'm a little disappointed with the YouTube channel owner. I think he went after this guy a little too much.
Somehow, he managed to survive his leap of faith and even got all the charges dismissed, at least until he reoffends, which I'm sure won't take long. Maybe next time he will flee from the police on a motorized wheelchair.
Let me address that. Charges are dropped for a whole bunch of different reasons. It could have been dropped because the district attorney's office felt like this guy was really hurt. For a minimal crime, the officer could have had something to do with that. But I can tell you in the justice system, as someone who knows the justice system, not just a commentator, that charges like this, when you run from the cops, is fleeing and eluding. That's it. Fleeing and eluding. You might get endangerment to society. You might get reckless driving, you might get speeding, but you're not going to get any time that's going to put you in prison, considering you did not cause an accident, you did pull over even though your bike stopped, and you jumped off a bridge and you really got hurt. What do you expect the county to do with that? You want to put this guy in a county jail where he can't even talk or move? And come on, nobody wants to prosecute that. So it was a minor crime. That's why they let him go. And the past record has nothing to do with the current instant. Remember that, folks.
As it stands, Bridge Jumper is currently free and roaming around the Houston area, just looking for his next big move. For his sake, I hope he's avoiding any kind of raised structure, although it might benefit public safety to encourage him to visit more bridges.
If you're going to give commentary on something, know your facts, okay? Understand the situation. Understand the criminal justice system. This is something that is absolutely not even worth putting this guy in jail. The bike wasn't stolen. He was speeding and eluding. Okay, you got that. The guy jumps off the bridge and damages his head. Come on, you got to have a little bit of heart for people that hurt themselves. I'm sorry, you might not like criminals, you might not like speeders, you want to be flippant about a certain situation, but if you don't understand it, you're just making fun of someone who just hurt themselves, and I would never do that. I thank the channel owner. We're going to go ahead and use this under fair use and show it to you guys and let you think what you think, and let you see and interact with the video, offering your opinions, which I am going to love to hear. I'll see you right back here Monday morning, and we're going to stay away from the police stuff for a little bit. I need to find some other stuff. This is just driving me a little crazy. After you do so much of the crime stuff, it just starts making you feel bad, especially when you've been through the justice system and you understand how it works. Like and become a subscriber of Crazy News Reacts. I'll be glad to have you. Thank you.